And we're live.
Hello.
Hello. Greetings and welcome.
What a
Greetings
good
and
day to play D&D.
salutations. Welcome to cribbage.
No thanks.
If you want, we're playing shuffleboard after the morning pudding. Hello, everybody. Sunday night. Over here at the Disorderly Decisions Nursing Home for the Elderly. We are staying up past our bedtime to play a little bit of dice and monsters. How are my patients? Is that what they're called? My
I
old
believe
folks,
residents, maybe.
residents. How are my subjects?
That's a totally different word.
No, I'm Chugman.
I'm good. I just need some prune juice.
God, I just saw him when I closed my eyes 5 minutes ago.
We're doing fantastic.
Oh, no prune juice for you tonight. I need you to keep your bowels kind of bound up so you don't have to go to the bathroom during the session. We got
That's
4
what the
hours.
pens are for.
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
Sergeant comes prepared.
the bucket's right there. Everything's
Mom,
fine.
bathroom! Mom! Bathroom!
You know, I asked a nice young lady for tea about 20 minutes ago, and she has been back and forth, but I have not seen my tea.
She's told you already, Dolores, that if you drink tea after 5, you will pee your bed. So no liquids for you. Here's a hard candy.
I love Weathers. Werther's.
And the sugar-free kind.
Good, it took us 3 minutes to go completely off the fucking rails. That might be a record.
I don't know, that
New
feels closer
record.
than normal.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, listen. We gotta
I've seen-
shake out the...
I've
What?
seen Vader start a session with his finger up, and then he goes, "My sponge was wet. Was wet." And there's just,
Oh,
you
God.
never started.
It's not wet, though, but they're damp. Like, every time
Slightly
I
moist.
buy a new set of... Yeah, they're slightly damp. It's like they come pre-dampened. I don't know why. But it... Listen, I just want to know if it's just me.
no. Or the dog
good.
encounter on your bed was about 12 seconds.
Yeah,
that.
was a good one. Like, as soon as we hit start, she was like, yak, right under the bed.
Speed run.
Speed run, indeed.
Yeah, that might be the record, actually.
It might be. Well, I'm going to try to speed run this recap so we can get into you guys playing, because I have no fucking clue what is going to go on. What is going to happen tonight.
Oh, that was a
we-
beautiful thing.
Because we've been talking about it since last week, you know, in our Discord, and it's just tempers are
2 weeks
flared.
now.
Yeah, 2 weeks because of the big man upstairs, you know, coming back to life and all that. We had to put our time aside.
The people did not destroy his phylactery, so he just keeps coming back, and nobody knows where to find him.
Yep.
3 days is a good turnaround for a lich.
Hey, man. Yeah, it usually takes at least like a year.
I
Anywho,
might have an idea for an Easter one shot.
I gotta restart the fucking
Sergeant Hobbs coming
game
back.
and re-upload the save file because the speed run slowed down. I skipped this part, so let me try this again. Speed run strats on the recap. Zurag was executed. And you guys continued the fight with the lizard folk that remained on the battlefield releasing a number of swarms of velociraptors to attack you. While you guys were fighting, Zurag met a visage of his mother, who presented him a choice in the form of two versions of himself, one more orcish than the other Uthgard form. These two forms battled each other amongst a boneyard of other warriors, and Zurag chose to try and stop both from colliding, while Millie fought with a presence inside her, one that threatened to consume her in a rage, and one that she struggled to keep focus on her healing powers as she struggled against it as she attempted to raise Zurag from the dead. During this moment of healing, Millie was enveloped in a pillar of light as a pair of angel wings emerged from her back. As one wing burned, Millie suppressed her anger and revived her fallen comrade. Adalaid was thrown into a cell and admonished by Ifran as he essentially gloated over capturing her. Adalaid warned Ifran that he shouldn't have fucked with friendship. And Ifran says she's not worthy of the friendship and her friends would do well to leave her. And if they did try an offensive, he would have her tear them apart. Party called for a town meeting. Asked them to congregate within the walls of the keep, where Ressig led the charge, Paul Revere style, riding through the town, shouting for everybody to get to the keep. And as soon as everybody was enclosed in, barricaded and reinforced all doors and entries. While the town wondered what the hell was going on, Millie assuaded them that everything was fine, but there was just a few dinosaurs on the loose. They just had to do a little bit of safety sweeps about the town, and had to entertain a bunch of questions from a confused town folk who essentially were just at the very bottom of it, just wanting some food and somebody to hang up their laundry. Meanwhile, Merc met with Ifran himself and struck a deal of sorts. In turn for Adalaid's release, the party must fetch the Beastmaster a rare egg belonging to a dinosaur known as the Sun Tyrant, a beast so formidable and so great it was said to wield the power of the sun itself. This was the only deal that could be struck up, seeing as Adalaid's bounty was far too high for the party to currently find feasible, and Ifran was not budging on any type of payment plan whatsoever. While all this was happening, Zurag is resting. You guys are dealing with the town, and I think we will pick up tonight with Merc returning back to the keep with this information. You had your weapons returned to you as soon as you left the encampment. You did not leave with Adalaid. She is still under Ifran's watch. You were told to meet him back at the tent in the morning with the rest of the Hunt Lords.
I believe
It's currently like midday.
I believe Merc had discussed because he basically asked Efren, he's like, well, you're gonna have your own way to guarantee this, that she's not gonna double cross you. And Efren said he was going to implement something.
Yeah, she has a collar on her neck at the moment. You don't know what that does, but you do remember seeing that.
Just want to make sure.
You liar.
Good grief. Mark is hurt.
Yeah, everybody's pretty roughed.
Should we roll for disorder?
We should.
before we get in a dramatic position again.
Yeah. So yeah, we will roll our disorder and our order dice once again. That is our little homebrew thing that we're trying out. D6 at the beginning of the session, roll 1 to 3, is a disorder dice for me, which I could use to throw wrenches in the story to kind of swivel things or keep you guys on your toes or add damage to my monsters, or recharge abilities that use a d6 to recharge. 4 through 6 right here for you guys would be an order dice for you guys, which you guys can add to any d20 roll, including death saving rolls. You can also use it to like a cart rolls into the way at a certain time. I kind of do little narrative, appropriate narrative changes in the battlefield or the story or something like that. And you can also, lost my train of thought. So let's roll them. We'll go in my order here on my screen, on the Discord screen. We'll go with Adalaid first. D6, would you please? Those are my least favorite
That's a
dice.
2.
Fly uses them all the time, and I'm like, what the fuck do these even say? So
They're just bright.
that's just, yeah, like every time I look at them, I'm like, okay, I think I know what that says. It comes up, I look at the chat thing, it's like, nope. It'd be like 3 lines and 1 horizontal, but like, that's gotta be a 4. And it's like, no, that's a 1.
Ha! Fooled you again.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. We'll go Millie next. That's 1 for you.
Yay.
All right. Merc.
Here you go, Vader. It's one for me. Victory.
Resig, please.
That's another for us.
And then
4.
And Zurag, would you please? And then I will roll the final.
Hey.
Coming in
Look at all
hot.
these dice we have. We can storm the camp, guys. We can win.
Yeah, right.
No.
1 for me. All right, so 2 disorder dice for me, 4 order dice for you. Remember, when you spend it, I get 1. When I spend it, you get 1. So let's keep the economy flowing and going and spend those order dice. And give me stuff to spend my disorder dice on. But take it away, my party.
So, is Merc inside yet, or is he just approached?
No,
Okay.
we're gonna start tonight with you entering into the keep. There's noise everywhere. It sounds like the crowded school cafeteria with everybody murmuring and talking and munching on hors d'oeuvres as Jeeves moves around and passes out little things as Millie pushes them out from the inside of the kitchen. It's a regular hootenanny up in here.
People are having fun.
No, they're not having fun. They're concerned, but the food is helping.
Ah. Merc still doesn't like all these peasants in his keep. Anyways.
You should smack one with your shield. Get out the way, peasant! How dare you eat my cucumber sandwich?
Just gotta knock their elbows off the table and be like, manners here.
Yeah, does any single person puts their elbows on the table, they're not gonna have elbows left.
Just divine smite some.
I have 1 spell slot left. I can definitely teach a lesson. Merc will find everybody probably as quick as he can.
Alright, so Zurag will be resting. Zurag is in bed. So if you want to include him in any discussions, you need to go to his room. Millie is currently in the kitchen, and Resig is probably going around making sure the final secure security has been taken care of. I will say, Resig, roll me a Throw me a luck check real quick.
Yep. That's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you just have like you don't really have a lot of stuff to barricade with. So like you have it barricaded, but it's not super fortified. It's not. It's
Okay.
no Fort Knox.
Well, better than it was.
Yeah.
Merc passes a window and there's like the blinds are drawn.
Yeah, it's like a painting.
Feel the breeze.
Put
What'd you
across
do?
the window.
Close some storm shutters. Like, there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nothing's getting
Yeah,
here.
he puts the little metal hook in the eyelet. Like that'll do it.
Safety first.
Yep.
Yeah, Merc will just kind of walk through. I imagine he doesn't know where people are, so he just kind of hits room by room. Probably probably hit the kitchen before any other like major room.
Yeah.
So he'll go, "Are you cooking food for our peasants?"
You walk in, Millie's got her hair up, elbow deep in a giant like soup, like pan. I get what is it? Like a big huge pot. Yeah, soup pot, just scrubbing away, trying to like clean it up so she can get to the next one. Yeah, I am. Someone had to keep these people here. They don't want to stay here. What am I supposed to do?
There might be a few of the, women here that could do that for you.
They're under the impression we have a service staff.
They would be the service staff. Offer them money.
She'll put the sponge down into the pot and she'll be like, you know what? Got a point. And then she'll like dry her arm off and then pull her sleeve back down.
Merc is in pain already. Merc will go, "Okay, so I have information on Adalaid, but I don't know where anybody is."
Zerag's
Also-
laying down in his room. I think Russig's still trying to fortify the keep.
Probably be.
You're
both
here
inside
now,
and
and
outside, just bouncing back and forth.
have you seen Adalaid?
Yes, he's alive. Good news. Yeah, let's
Well-
get everyone together and let's talk.
Alright, so you want to take the left side, I'll take the right side, we'll find Russig and then meet in Zerag's room?
Sure.
Jeez, my man. Help us find Zerag.
Zerag is in Zerag's room.
That's Zerag. Russig, God help us all. We're starting out great today.
Yep. Hey,
No, Jeeves is feeding Zerag, so he's in Zerag's room. We're good.
I listened to the last session earlier today to like just make sure I have like what like the talking points for the recap, and the beginning of that session I was like, Resting takes a blade to the neck and like was narrating Zerag's death but for Resting's names. I was like, I off screened it.
We're down 2 party members. Oh my.
I think Jeeves is in Zerag's
had me
room right
real
now, actually
concerned.
feeding him. So
Jeeves
not
would
even
actually
around.
Jeeves would actually be downstairs because he would have brought food for Zerag, and then once Zerag was like, eating or just like leave it there, he would let Zerag rest. So he's coming down like downstairs.
I would have spent an order die. I want to walk in to see Jeeves holding like Zerag's hand. Be like, you can get through this.
You're my brother, Anakin. I love you.
You just go in there. Jeeves has the knife. He's like, whoever did this to you, I kill him. I can kill him.
That would be hilarious that Jeeves was the one that killed him.
Like the ultimate showdown thing. Mr. Rogers in a bloodstained sweater.
Yep.
Merc is done with today. Today started badly and then continued badly, so Merc is just going to be like, Rastig! Rastig! He's just walking around, just yelling.
You guys find each other just outside Zurag's room.
Convenient. Let's go inside.
Conveniently.
Well, I did what I could to reinforce the windows and the doors. This place is full of holes. But it's
Kind
better
of
than
lacking
nothing.
in materials while we're trying to establish trade, so we didn't really get very far on that before everything started falling apart.
You guys walk in as Jeeves is changing Zurag's bedpan. Oh! Don't you knock!
Well,
Get out! He's got a nurse's uniform on.
I've seen things I can't unsee.
that's probably the second worst thing I've seen all day. Maybe third.
Do you think?
Zurek's
do you
death
think-
was a close second.
What's the first?
Don't worry about it.
Do you think Zureg just wants us to go in there and just use a pillow, take him out again?
You're in there. You're in there. You're in there.
Pretty sure I healed him up fine to be able to take care of that himself.
Give me something for the pain and let me die.
So I guess I'll just be blunt. We have to work for Ifran to save Adalaid.
What does he want us to do?
Why?
Do you want to save Adalaid?
Why work for him?
So we can save Adalaid. The other option is to charge into his camp and die, which I don't approve of.
Don't think dying is going to solve any of our problems.
No, we have-
Plus, I don't really have it in me to do that again.
Can't say
Not
it
right
was
now.
my most pleasant experience.
Well, what's the deal that this prick has for us?
We're supposed to go find an egg. One of those beasties.
That's very vague. What kind of egg?
Merc will think for a second. That wasn't the part Merc was paying attention to. Eventually it'll just be like, the Sun Tyrant.
Is it the Sun Tyrant that sounds like a great plan to try and save Adalaid.
I mean, that is really our only plan. Well, I mean, there's the alternate, I guess, which is storm the camp and die, but I don't see how that saves Adalaid.
I'm going to strongly say no to that one.
Unless somebody here is, like, actually a fairy tale princess and has 20,000 gold pieces. Do any of you have 20,000 gold pieces?
Definitely.
Nope.
Jeeves, cough up your savings.
Does
I
any
don't
gold
see
come
very
with
loaded.
the keep?
The way my bank account works is I gotta check in and a savings. But all my money's in savings.
You get penalized, you pull out too early, yeah.
Yeah.
Did the keep come with any loot? Other than what we got from that thing?
What you got out of that? What you got out of the thing was the loot.
It was like a little bit short of 1,000 gold, right? Or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't remember
They're
off the
asking
top
for-
of my head, but yeah, it was not.
Well over a king's ransom.
Definitely not enough.
Ooh.
So where are we going to hunt this thing? Number one. And number two, I'm going to safely assume that it's an egg of one of those things. How the hell do we know what an egg of a sun tyrant looks like? We don't know anything about dinosaurs other than fighting them is terrible.
I would hope we're gonna bring Adalaid with us to do so.
I'd love to think that he would do that, but
Well, I mean,
doesn't
he said
seem
he would
like-
do that.
It doesn't seem like one that I would particularly like to take their word of.
Well, that was what the agreement was, is we'd be able to take Adalaid with us. If she succeeded in getting the egg, then her debt is paid.
For
If
better or for worse, he hasn't really lied to us thus far.
true.
Actions speak louder than words. When he comes into the town that we now are responsible for, armed with these monsters, with the intent of taking one of us, that seems like his actions said a lot more than whatever flowery words he decided to throw at us.
I mean, we lied to him. At the end of the day, I'm not here defending the man who killed Zurag, but I'm also going to say that if we can do this task for him and free Adalaid of her debt, then we can get back on to what matters.
Well,
It would be pointless for us to hold a grudge.
if we can free Adalaid, we'll find this sun tyrant and shove it down his throat. Don't ask me to forgive him, or forget, or not hold a grudge with what he's done.
He wants us to meet with him tomorrow.
Time.
Morning. Look, I was like half bleeding out during this meeting. It also feels like it was like 2 weeks ago.
That's fair. We're all having a bit of a bad day.
I like really spaced out on the watch here, guys. I'm sorry.
Really just stares off into the void.
Damn, they've had it so rough, and there's Zurag is laying in bed. How's it going?
Is
Brought the screaming soul back from hell. It's kind of a rough ride, okay?
And I will
Is-
say, with any healing and stuff that you've done to Zurag, like Zurag, you're still fucked up. Like this.
Oh yeah. he, he doesn't. I'm assuming it's very hard for him to even move. let alone
Yeah, you don't
speak.
come you don't come back from death and just get a band-aid. You're fucked.
No, he ain't
But
walking
you
there tomorrow
can't-
morning by himself.
You can participate in the conversation at least.
I think Burke should carry him princess style.
You going to be in fighting shape tomorrow, Zurag?
I would not count on that.
Good. There's gonna be 4 of us trying to get the Sun Tyrant's egg then. Excellent.
Where did you say we had to go?
He didn't. He just said go get this egg. I think he has a way to get us there, but that is just conjecture on my part. The details of this mission are tomorrow. The broad strokes is don't do anything to piss him off. Let the villagers back out. we rest as best we can, and then we do this job. Are we in agreement?
Do you think we're gonna have to leave fort right away, or do you think we're gonna have like a couple days to prepare?
He's not gonna give us time. This
Sir,
is.
I can't move.
I don't think we're going to have a good time about this. I think this is a stay of execution at best. Until we do what he wants, we're on a very short clock.
If it keeps everyone alive, I guess that's what we have to do.
I don't know, Millie. Maybe your badge can get him to give us a day.
The goodwill badge. I can try my best.
It's worth about a beer at least, so you might be able to get a drink while you're there at the minimum.
I don't know. I'll try anything. Zureg needs at least a day.
Merc will walk over to Zarag. How you looking, buddy?
Chocolate.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine he looks like.
Yeah.
Let's do what we got here. Here you go.
He looks like Squidward when he comes back from the hospital after being stung by those king jellyfish.
Merc's hands will glow that sickly green light as he just holds his hands and does a cure wounds. 7 points.
I can move my finger.
He'll go. Hold on, I have a little bit more. Stressing the little bits, by the way. Like, very much want you to know that is a very little bit.
Like snapping your leg back in place.
Yeah, like Merc's healing isn't like pleasant like Millie's. It is like fingers snap back into places brutally. And Merc's just like,
Battle
okay,
medicine.
there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I always pictured like healing, like even with like like Millie's healing, like even though it's more like comforting and stuff, it's still gotta be like uncomfortable at the very least. To have like shit being slashed apart, that's been slashed apart, it's like stitched back together essentially. Bones that are snapped going back into place. That's just, even with magic.
I imagine regenerate for like teeth would be the worst one.
Oh,
Yeah, what was
God.
that potion in Harry Potter where they grew back their bones and she's like, this is gonna suck.
Skelecro.
I use her sorcery point to do that again.
Don't you have something where
Oh.
it can't roll a 1 or something?
She has to reroll her
Yeah.
ones.
She has a sorcery point out, but if you remember last time, you have come into a new ability. You can now spend sorcery points to max your healing die.
I can't remember how many it was though.
How many sorcery points do you have?
8 in total.
Yeah, it's just we'll just do 1 per die.
Okay.
1 sorcery point per die.
I think that's
For
how
right
I
now,
reroll
and-
anyway.
Which should be how it is.
Okay. So we'll call
on
that
the
maxed
reroll.
out. Here, have 16.
Okay, so you spend 2
20.
sorcery points. Yeah, it'd be 20.
Oh, shit.
Ah, yes.
Well, that's what I had. Merc walks over to the chair in the room, flops down in it, and just throws his head back.
Passes out.
Millie's gonna see how, like, just unpleasant that was, and she's just gonna walk over and just be like, here. She's just gonna her hands are gonna glow, and you're just gonna kind of feel like the warm embrace of what Millie's healing feels like.
Merc's healing is a threat of don't die.
And I don't know if I need to clarify, but Millie, you no longer have your wings right now.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna spend a disorder dice for Merc's chair to break. I'm just kidding.
Merc just gets up, just takes what's left of the charge and just starts banging it on the wall.
No, I feel like you should use the die instead of breaking the chair. He misses the chair.
Yeah, it just slides out. His tail pushes it out from underneath
Yeah.
him.
No. We'll say this actually happens because, I want to display. Merc isn't happy, so yeah, Merc misses the chair, and he just grabs the chair with both hands and just bashes it on the wall. He just starts yelling at it. He's just like, fuck.
Millie's still healing their egg, wide-eyed, just staring.
Merc
Now
will
I'll spend the
put his
disorder dice for the
yeah.
chair not to break.
Oh, divine smite. Merc will just casually put his hand through the dresser and then just he goes, sorry about that. I'm just, it's a day. And he's just gonna walk out of the room.
So, before you storm out, so we meet this man in the morning to save Adalaid and potentially all of us end up in his service. Don't say I didn't warn you. Bressig's gonna walk outside and wander into the woods a little ways.
She's gonna stay there, kind of just talking to Zureg as she's, tending to his wounds, and she's just gonna be like, I seem to recall telling you to be careful a few times.
What else was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Trying to stop Adalaid.
No, I'm not mad. Not at you. But glad to have you back, at least.
Well, good to be back, I guess. Weird dream, I think.
Honestly, same. There was a really tall, very beautiful woman. Said something about there being a cost to playing around with the balance of, life and death. Like stunningly beautiful. I think she kind of had your eyes.
Do you remember any features other than that?
Millie's gonna go in explicit detail.
Did we have the same dream?
Is that
I
what you
believe
saw?
You saw my mother. Or rather, an imitation of my mother.
That was your mom? Well, imitation of your mom.
Definitely looked
A
like her.
momitation.
It wasn't her. A momitation. Hold on, I think we got a soundboard for that, don't we?
I think so.
There it is.
Okay.
So, going back to the momitation.
Well, yeah, obviously Zureg's gonna think this is pretty weird because he just saw it as a dream. He would think it was extremely weird that you had been there.
Well, I think I transversed the planes of reality into the life and death spectrum. I'm pretty confident I walked to the other side for a minute and then pulled you back.
Makes sense.
It was kind of cold.
I would imagine it's not meant to be comforting.
Some say that they feel a warm embrace, death, but some us feel the chilling embrace, I suppose.
But that was more like limbo than actual death.
Well, you weren't out for very long before I started trying to make sure you were okay. Didn't want to take any chances.
I appreciate it.
A lot. It was like everything was happening in slow motion, but it happened really quickly. Like there was obviously the battle kind of continued on for a bit. Like I don't think I've ever felt that angry in my life. And my like magic was like surging. It was kind of scary. I had like this like urge to just hit something, but it also had like this voice in my head telling me not to.
You've never felt anything like that before then, huh?
No. I don't know if I ever want to have anything like that happen again. I started channeling shocking grasp into my hand to be defensive, but the electricity started like surging and sparking off of my fingers. It burned the ground.
He doesn't know how to respond to that. He's like, he's never heard of anything like that before. Does anybody else in the party see it?
Mark kind of had his hands full, and so did Resic, but I don't know if they saw it or not. But I definitely felt it. Luckily, I didn't end up having to actually like funnel it into anything, and it dispersed. And I kept going forward to just try to get to you. That's when I started channeling, more of a positive kind of feeling of magic.
Well, whatever you did, it worked. I just wish everything hadn't gone down like that.
Same. Everything
didn't
has
make
been. Sorry, what?
We didn't even make any headway on saving Adalaid.
No. Nothing's really gone our way. But it sounds like there's something promising. But I just wish it wasn't so abrupt. After everything that's happened, I think our party needs a little bit of a break.
Is Merc still conscious, or did he pass out?
He stormed out of the room.
He's gone.
Ran out.
I would like to say, Vader, you can go ahead and remove this door, because you guys would have heard a final, very loud fuck, as Merc probably slammed the door on his tail, and then just took the door off the hinges.
Okay, yeah. Freaking rampaged it.
Yeah, he just yeeted it down the hallway.
Okay. So yeah, it's just you two in the room right now.
Because Merc had said something about all of us having to go tomorrow. What do you think will happen if I show up?
It's a good question. I mean, he doesn't really have a problem with you. You guys drank and partied stuff. So I think he actually likes you in spite of what happened. So maybe it'll be okay. Quite frankly, I don't really care. As long as he doesn't do it again.
What's stopping him?
It's a good question. I mean, we'll try to stop him, but I don't think that would go down very well. I mean, at this point, I think we're going to be a little bit more, I guess, on our toes. Anything could happen. I don't think any of us expected that. I mean, we were down in the hole, and the lift broke. We were just trying to get to you and Adalaid to try to talk her out of going, and then we got, I don't call it ambushed, but kind of almost like that. That dang cat's dead. More trouble than he was worth.
I mean, that piece of shit that kept trying to bite me.
It won't bite you or scratch you again, I can tell you that. Merc definitely had a bad day.
Sounds like we all had a bad day.
Yep. Well, on the bright side, we might get some fluffy coats out of it.
What time is it at the moment? It's probably time to turn in, isn't it?
No, I mean you could turn it whenever you want, but it's only about like early evening right now.
I wasn't keeping track at all of this, the timeline of all this happening.
Yeah, well, let's see. Because all that stuff happened early in the morning. Because you guys discussed what you should do. Adalaid walked out and was going there. That all happened like early morning.
Well, we had a meeting with Ifran first.
Yeah.
We met with Ifran this morning.
So I'll say, I'll just say it's like 9 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
I'm down to long rest. Out of character, but
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
are you guys done talking? Like, was that it, or?
I don't know.
He would like to talk to Merc again, but if he had already turned in, he was just basically going to ask him the same thing. If he's not sure what's going to happen, if
Merc gets up for his like nighttime glass of milk or something. He would have stopped by to make sure Zarag was fine. If you want to ask him.
The names aren't even close.
They're not.
Like,
But they're the same name meant to us. So don't ask why.
It's the G at the end.
That's it.
That's it.
Merc.
Yeah.
Come here, child.
Come here, child. Are you okay? No, Merc will come in and go, I'm not changing your sheets or your bedpan.
No, I wouldn't even make my enemy do that. I'm sorry, Jeeves.
Look, we've been exclusively living off of venison burritos.
It is right.
We all need some fiber.
Yeah. Holy shit.
We basically our poop has the consistencies of a baby's. It's not pleasant anymore.
Just a puree of gross.
But anyways, yes, Zarag.
I wanted to ask you, He told you all of the hunt lords have to show up tomorrow.
Correct.
What do you think he's gonna do if I show up?
He said he'd kill you, you died, you came back. I think that slate's clean.
I hope you're right.
Worst
Obviously, I'm
case
not.
scenario, I mean, honestly, if there was no way to save Adalaid, I think Rusty's going to charge in and then we all die. So, if he kills us then you know it was just fated to happen. I'd prefer it didn't, but we're not in a negotiating spot. We're in the
No, we're not.
go do the thing so he doesn't kill us spot.
I just don't want to cause more of an issue with me showing up.
I think us being upfront with him is better than lying about your state.
You're probably right.
And who knows, maybe it gives him pause. Maybe he goes, oh, look, some god or something's on our side. Maybe gives him just a little bit of hesitation rather than on betraying us. Who knows? He's probably listened to everything we've said. I should have probably checked for mice, but
Do they
fuck it.
qualify as beasts?
I think Jeeves fucking ate any living creature in here. Except the giant spiders, because they might have just been too much. I think anything else that crawled or skittered through here has been consumed.
No, he's been eating the giant spiders.
Well, now that they're dead.
I mean,
Well, yeah,
prior
we
to
killed them
us
and then he started eating
killing them.
Yeah.
And the rug was hungry too.
Tell me about
We should gift Ifran a rug. That's...
it.
Ifran, here's a great gift. Here you go.
Pocket sand.
Speaking of which, in her storm out and disappearing into the night, well, I'm gonna go skin the crag cat with head intact. Like
All right,
the
roll me a
headdress.
survival roll. Yeah,
Oh,
roll me
survival. Gotta pull up something on D&D Beyond because never remember.
While
which
you're
one.
rolling.
No, I have.
Well, Zerag. Well, Zerag, you've joined, you finally helped tip the scales, though. Now more members of this party have died than those who have not. You've joined a rare brotherhood.
Is that a good thing?
23 on survival.
All right, yeah, you do just that. You skin the crack cat and do a great job at keeping the head intact so that you could wear it on your head as your own, should you wish to. You'll need to tan the the hide and all that before you go wear it, unless you want to be completely savage about it and just slop it on you right now. That'd be pretty badass.
Well, there was a. Now I'm looking.
We have a tanner.
Yeah, there was. Larry Sling.
He has
Blade.
rabbits.
Oh yes. You want some of them French fried potatoes? Well, no, because I'm not going back to the keep for a little while still, but just kind of finding a spot after I do that, roll up the hide, sit in the woods, and I'm going to try and find any kind of small beast or creature while I'm out there.
Okay.
Not too far from the town, just into the woods a little ways.
All right, give me an investigation or give me a survival.
The survival is definitely better. That is 14.
14.
Not nearly as good on that's survival.
Alright. With a 14, you start looking around and it's dark out, but you're able to use, your new elven eyes to look, and you're kind of, you're a wood elf as well, so you're kind of synchronizing with the forest a bit, and you find some tracks, but they seem to lead further into the forest.
Okay. I'll wander a little ways in and see if I can find it.
Okay, roll me another one, please. Roll me another survival.
Not as good. That's only 12. They're slowly getting worse, guys.
Okay. Yeah, so as you continue to follow these tracks into the forest, they seem to get less evident and start to fade a bit. You're not quite sure exactly which direction they're heading anymore.
Okay. Ressig will find a particularly pleasant-looking tree and just sort of sit under it for a little bit. What the hell was her name? Defalia? The dryad that brought us back?
It's a good question.
I think I have written down somewhere.
I'm looking.
I'd have to go through different books to find it.
Yeah, it's
so-
Anyway.
Defalia.
Yeah. Ressig will basically just lean against that tree and kind of get comfortable. And just rest a hand on the tree behind her head. You probably can't hear me, but something wicked threatens your forest. And through all this, he's just thinking about the images of these dinosaurs and the destruction they caused, the lizard folk, their subjugation of these animals, and just kind of send that thought and that feeling into the trees. He doesn't know what else to do.
Okay. There's no response. The wind kind of picks up a little and rustles the treetops a bit. But you don't, there's no voice that reaches back out to you. There is, however, perched up on the high branch of a tree, see a pair of yellow eyes kind of flash into vision a bit. They're the only thing you see, the dark silhouette of this creature looking at you disappears into the shadow of the treetops, but you can see these eyes. They're rather sizable, similar to that of the crag cats, as they stare out at you.
She'll stay there for a little bit, kind of listening for any kind of other movement or sound, and eventually calms down and walks back to the keep. Early enough to get a long rest, but not so early that I have to have a conversation with anyone.
Feel you. As you walk out of the forest, you see those pairs of eyes occasionally flashing into view through the darkness. You see something slinking as it moves after you, but as you get to the edge of the forest, you turn back and you don't see anything, not even the eyes. There's a twig snap in the far distance that kind of echoes off into the darkness, and you wait there for a moment and hear nothing after that. Just a slight echo of the grumblings from inside Ifran's camp that kind of carry on the wind. And you bring yourself back to the keep. We will cut over to Adalaid. It is nighttime. You're still in this cage and you've been left in this tent alone. Across the room from you in a similar cage wearing a similar collar is your friend Randell. He lays on his side, shivering, even though this tent is quite warm.
It's only me and Randall in the tent now.
Correct.
Because Ifran was there before.
She's not there now.
I'm just gonna try to talk to Randall. She'll be like, Randall, my friend. I'm sorry what happened to you. I looked for you when the ship got wrecked, but I couldn't find you. I promise we'll get out of this.
He doesn't respond.
How long?
His back lays facing you, and you just see like the little sudden like shakes of a shiver.
I promise you, I will avenge you. I will die trying to kill Ifran. I'm going to at least try to hurt him to the point that I feel that he paid for what he has done to you. Again, I apologize that you got into this mess because of me, and I'm gonna try to make it right.
It wasn't just your fault. I got myself in this mess too. But what can we do? We're powerless. We're just gonna waste away in your cage like I am in mine. He's not gonna let you go, no matter what he says.
Well, we are powerless by ourselves. You should meet my friends. We have fought giants. We have come a long ways.
If your friends are
I
so
trust in them. We can do this.
If your friends are so powerful, then why are you here?
Well, I didn't want Ifran to get to my friends. So I came to surrender, but my friends just was relentless. They just wouldn't let me go. But I made the decision to surrender.
Why are you here? Why didn't you come back for me?
I looked
I
for
was
you
your friend.
everywhere. You still are. When we got separated at the shipwreck, I looked for you everywhere. I couldn't find, and then I had to go into hiding because I was scared that I was gonna get caught. And I thought you did the same thing. How did he get to you?
When the shipwreck happened, I woke up on shore, not knowing where I was or who I was. So I stumbled to the nearest town and stayed there for a while. And then home was the first thing that came back to me. So I pretty much walked right back into his hands. Before I knew it, I was snatched up off the street. Didn't even get to my house. But when I saw him, everything came flooding back. And I've been with him ever since.
I'm sorry, buddy. I really didn't think that he will get to you.
Yeah.
I thought you
Well, he
might have
did.
found some people and...
No, I didn't find anybody because the one person I was looking for was up here making new friends.
It wasn't I was looking for friends. But we took a long journey. I was looking for you. And we, throughout our journey, we fought together and we just became friends. And they're kind of like my family now.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would come this far. I know I should not have given up looking for you. But
Well, what's it matter anyways?
I guess I would have. Well, now now I know where you are. I'm gonna try my best to get you out of here.
He doesn't say anything. You just hear the haggard, heavy breathing. Eventually, night becomes day. But not before Zurag.
I'd like to use up some spell slots for healing too and get chance.
Zurag, you sleep fitfully. The pain of your strained and torn muscle and flesh slowly stitching itself back together sends tremors of pain through every inch of your body. Your sweat soaks the bedding around you as you moan feverishly in your sleep. In your head, an image plays out. The same vision you received in death. Except this time you aren't discovering a corpse-covered battlefield, a graveyard of battles past fought. No, this time you are in the middle of a bloody war. Each combatant was and is you, fighting against themselves. Countless versions of you are torn apart by others as this rage persists from body to body. A change is seen in those that continue to slaughter. These figures begin to look more beast-like, more feral, eyes filled with bloodlust as they lose themselves to the battle. Some of them almost so distorted by the lust that they merely seem like shadows of rage. Only their white eyes, blind to anything except carnage, are discernible. As the stream progresses, camera pulls out on Zureg from a zoomed-in, pulling out to show his entire body as he begins to toss and turn. He starts to thrash heavily in his sleep, the convulsions getting more severe as he grips the sheets in his hands. We can hear the sound of tearing fabric. That sound of tearing and ripping increases in interval as suddenly his chest lurches upwards with a sickening crack as we see Zurag's eyes open wide and go pure white as we zoom out to a wide cut of Nornar's hold, where we see the entire village, and we hear a howl so deep and resonant that it sounds like it comes from the surrounding land itself. That sound echoes and fades into the distance as the night fades into the morning. You may all take a long rest.
I think Shadow wanted to drop some healing before long rest.
You may do all your long rest things.
Okay.
Because we do long rest a little differently over here.
Adelaide get a long rest too?
You sure do. Oh, but you will not recover any spent things. Just like no spell slots or wild shapes.
Just Adelaide.
Yeah, just Adelaide.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
didn't.
It takes these backseats.
I didn't spend any.
He's still my beating heart.
Does she get roll hit dice to gain her health back or no?
Yeah, you can get health back. Yeah, just no druid powers. And any spent druid powers.
I didn't use any of it. So.
The last one would go into that.
Yeah, I think you used one wild shape to turn into a bird.
Yeah.
Twin spell.
Can I take the 16?
Okay.
There would be so the healing would probably go 12 to probably throw the 16 into Zureg, 12 to Merc, 8 to Zureg, and then 8 twin spelled into Merc and Zureg since Resig is in the woods.
No, Resig is back. Oh no, Resig would have been in the woods, yeah, during it because this is before you go to bed. So correct.
So all of that, yeah, twin spell one of the 8s, and then my standard nighttime routine, and then I'm fresh out of everything.
And then we gain
Con score
it's like
plus
18
level.
from work. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, what is going on?
It's in the thing somewhere.
Hold on. Foundry's
I'm not-
being incredibly dumb.
Plus half your level, rounded down.
Oh, half level. Okay.
Yeah.
And you
But it's
recover-
con score, right?
Yeah, con score plus half your level.
okay, so
Um,
okay.
spend some dice. Just we can spend dice too, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hit dice.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
hit dice, yeah.
bit more hit dice than I like, but I needed that health.
Do you want me to do anything special for still being like messed up? Like, because obviously I heal, but do you want me to role play that better where like he can't have his full movement or anything like that?
Oh, if you guys are ready to continue, I can answer that question.
Okay.
I've used all my stuff up that I wanted to use, so I'm good and long rested.
Okay.
This is gonna be horrible because I swear I play this game a lot. Do paladins know their spells or do they prepare them?
Take a prepare him.
I'm just gonna prepare some different spells maybe, but I'll just be clicking that in the background.
Okay. So as the morning comes in, the sun leaks through now shredded curtains of Zurag's room. And Zurag, you wake up on the floor, and your body, while still like tense, it feels revigorated. Or invigorated, that's the word. And you push yourself off the floor and you look around, and your entire room has these like deep claw gouges all through it. And at first it startles you because it looks like dinosaur claws a bit when you first look at it. But then you look at your hands and there's the distinct powder and residue of stone underneath your fingernails. Your bed is thrashed. The room is just... There's a broken chair, but that wasn't you.
The
He just looks at you. God damn it, Mark.
rest of it's trash. He's just mad about the chair.
The hell, man!
He's definitely taken aback for a minute.
Yeah, as you go up to the like the shattered small mirror that's on like the wall, you can see like you still have the scars from where you were killed. Like you look all over your body, you can see where the spears were plunged in. You can see the teeth marks on your neck. You can even see like your face had been scratched by the crag cat, and it cut through part of your eye, and that still shows like milky white. But like right now, you look like when people do like a cut and there's like muscles are just insane. That's what like you look like right now. It looks like your skin is like saran wrapped to your muscles right now.
Severely dehydrated.
Yeah, but like you also like look cut, so it's like, hot damn, I might rock this look for the day, and then but everybody is awake.
Yeah, he would slide out of his room and shut the door then. Deal with that later. But he'd stumble into the dining hall probably.
Millie, who normally wakes up kind of like toward the end of when people are starting to actually normally get up, because she's just not the best morning person, is already at Zerreg's door when he sneaks outside the door because she wanted to make sure he was okay.
Did Millie like sleep outside his door or something like that?
No, she's just woke up early because she was, you know how like when you're like thinking about something important, you're like, I gotta wake up early to do this thing, and you wake up like for
Yeah.
some reason an hour before you need to actually get up, and you're like, why? That's
Yep.
what Millie did. She's just like, I need to make sure I get up like when the morning happens so I can get food to him, like make sure everything's okay, maybe change some bandages. Like she thinks about it and she like wakes up early and she's just like, guess I'm up. So like she's walking to his room as he like comes out of the door.
I fully expected there to be like a sheet and a pillow there, and Millie just slept on the door.
Actually, that was what originally what I was thinking was Millie would sleep in the room in the chair that Merc broke, but I was just like, oh well, the chair's broken now, so.
Okay, well, Millie, as you're walking down the hall, you see Zurag like slip out of the door and like close it really quickly behind him.
Should you be on your feet? Are you okay? Like, is everything okay?
I'll manage. I have to go with you guys anyways. As for everything okay, I'm not sure yet.
Huh.
I feel way better than yesterday, but something seems off.
Well, let me take a gander at those bandages real quick so we don't have to worry about anything. Should we
He
go
has
in
no
your room to
bandages
take
on.
care of that?
Like no bandages, yeah.
Yeah, he has no bandages on.
You took them off on your own.
It's- I'm fine.
Alright. Let's get something to eat then.
Lead the way. I'll just slowly stumble behind her.
That, and I think if she slept outside the door, she would have woken up to the commotion inside.
It's a story moment. That was a cutscene for everybody.
Can't react to a cutscene.
Not at all.
Millie's just a really heavy sleeper.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, like, you spent a lot of energy, like, healing and stuff. Like, I know we kind of just, you take a long rest and you get, but that's a lot of, like, casting spells is exhausting.
No, you're right.
Especially when you're bringing people back to life. So it definitely, is not out of the realm of possibility that Millie could have just been right there outside the door sleeping, but just zonked.
That's fair then. We'll do that.
But either way, Merc, is there anything special you would like to do this morning? Or can we convene together in the dining hall?
No, Merc is just in the dining hall, staring at a plate of more fucking venison. Just looks like he's in pain.
Probably slam the door on his tail again, so yeah.
There's no door. Door's gone.
There's no door.
Yeah, you guys probably walked through the hallway and there was a door in the middle of the hallway.
Don't wear locked doors.
Sir, I could just probably think, oh, somebody else had my problem too.
And as Millie is doing something terribly different, Ressig, usually one of the earlier risers, does not show up for a while. Later than usual.
But yeah, you all eventually show up in the dining hall.
Yeah, Millie and Zurag, while they were sitting there for a little bit, Merkley kind of grunt when they arrived. Eat a little bit, shift in the chair, eat a little bit more, shift uncomfortably again. Then he just kind of stand up, lift his boot up, and kick out the back of the chair, and then sit down and stick his tail through that hole. How's everybody doing this morning?
Just watch that.
Really yawns heavily. As good as I can be.
I'm able to move.
Well, then our odds of not dying go up.
Could be worse, I guess, but
I don't want you guys to play this down. There's no reason why Zurak should be up like he's doing right now.
Oh!
It's good to at least see you
I'm
on your
gonna
feet.
retcon. I slept on the floor outside his room, but I had a pillow and a blanket. Millie's a little disheveled.
Zurag, have orcs just heal off life-threatening wounds overnight?
Generally, no.
So, did you give a god a blowjob for healing or something? What?
Millie will kind of be like distraught at what she just heard. Like, I don't know of any god that would do that.
In Faerun, there's a lot.
Millie is still kind of an innocent child, even though she's like not like a little bit more worldly. She's just like, no, that's not how this works. She's like, I did put everything I had into him yesterday. Couldn't even make it to my room last night.
Wink, wink.
Merc will go, that's not something I want to hear in the morning.
Millie looks incredibly confused after you said that.
Merc isn't here to explain these things. So, what? Just weird shit happens and you heal?
Can't really explain it, to be honest, but I almost feel good.
Maybe it's a blessing from your mom.
Make a roll real quick. The heights of Merc's skills and abilities. I believe the term is fucking we ball. Merc doesn't know what the fuck's going on with Zurag. He's standing, he's fighting. Good.
I mean, Zurag doesn't know what's going on either.
Just think,
But
Merc.
he does know that.
A few days ago, you were a dark dwarf. Magic's fucking weird.
Merc will look over at Ressing and go, you know what, you're right. Takes a bite of venison. Magic is fucking weird. And sometimes I feel like magicians ain't gotta explain shit.
As Ressick sits with a fucking rolled up crag cat carcass in his lap, just like, I have to make a stop before we do anything. That man with the rabbits, as detestable, as weird as he is, he's the only tanner we got.
You could just send one of the guys to do it. Don't have to worry about any rabbits.
You give Jeeves a pouch of, I don't know, 5 gold coins. And he goes, runs it to the tanner. Or we just tell Ifran, tell fucking Roa to wait a couple minutes, I guess. I don't care.
I want Adalaid alive, but I still don't like the idea of doing this person favors. Doing his work for him.
Millie's gonna sit up in her chair. And she's gonna be like, because she was kind of slouching before, still trying to wake up. And she's just like, all right. No one is gonna have attitude when we go in there. I want nothing more to happen. We are all spent. I don't have it emotionally to take that again, okay?
I won't won't talk, I guess. I mean, I like it.
I do have to say something. Sylvan, someone moved in the background of your camera in your kitchen and it scared the shit out of me. I lost my mind for a second. I was like holding my heart I was like, yeah, they were like over there. And I was like, oh my god.
Just dark shadows move like the two of you are on camera. Who the fuck? It's creating
Yeah,
shadows in the
that was
dark.
like,
The dog got bigger and was walking around on 2 legs.
Yeah.
No.
Terrifying.
I mean, she stands up on her hind legs. She is almost as tall as me. So, she's big. Not that big.
so we
I
drop off the
promise
skin.
to be quiet when we're talking to Ifrin, Millie. I'll do my very best to be on good behavior. I promise. Big
There you go.
cheesy smile.
Big smiles. Never fully dressed with that one.
I smile because I can picture in my mind him burning in the 9 circles of hell.
If that's what it takes, you can envision whatever you want. Just
Dimples.
Again,
pleasant tones and smiles.
I
Please.
want to stress he's probably listening. So, again, Ifran, we're going to go drop
fuck
off a
yourself.
crackhead skin and get it tanned. Then we'll be over.
Let's just send Jeeves.
We could do that too.
Look at him over there.
Just send the guy with the rabbits in his pocket.
That is the tanner.
If you, yeah, he's the tanner. If you want to send Jeeves to the tanner, you may do so.
Very careful instructions.
He'll handle that project for you.
And give him 10 gold to give to pay, and then repurchase supplies for whatever was used the night before.
Yep. Alright, Jeeves takes it and goes off.
Well, get on your best. Let's go meet him again.
There I go. Get up, start walking, and then his leg's gonna give out, and he'll hit the floor.
Smacks his head on the table, dies.
Millie immediately turns around and runs over and like checking.
Was it Baby
like, I've
Diver?
never done that before.
$1 million babies.
Yeah,
Really
he
does.
does. So.
Like, I've never done this before. I don't know if it turned out good. I want to make sure everything's okay. She's like extra paranoid. Like, nope, he's
Well,
breathing. We're good.
Can
He's
you
probably gonna lean onto Merc and ask him to help him take him down
Can-
there.
walk or?
I could use a shoulder.
Fuck it. Merc just picks him up.
Millie
I
comes
don't know if
outside.
he'd like that.
Definitely more put together this time.
Vader, the collar that Adelaide is wearing, if she look at it, is there a way that she wants to see if she can take it out, or I don't know, like she's trying to get out of it. Is there what would I do to see if I can even do that?
Oh, you want to try to break out of this?
Is there like a lock on it that she could?
No.
Well, yeah.
Well, not so much of a.
Well, she's
like a
gonna try. I
physical
mean,
lock. Okay. Give me a strength check.
DC 90.
DC 5000.
what is it? Alright. Can I add a disorder die to this?
Sure. You sure can.
Oh my god. Here goes nothing.
That almost was
never
a
mind.
nat 20 for a second.
Yeah. So as you like, you're touching on it, you don't feel any type of like lock or even like latch. It's just like a full, almost like a leather band, but on 2 points on the front of your neck and 2 points on the back of your neck. There's these sharp, like points, and they feel like dinosaur teeth, and they're like digging into your skin. So as you pull it, it's constricting, but it's also sending an electric pulse through your body. You take 9 points of electricity damage.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the feeling that this is it's definitely not mechanically locked. So it's possibly magically locked.
I don't know, wild shape would be considered magical at this point. Cause
If you try to wild shape it, it will react to the collar will react.
okay.
Yeah, it is put on to keep you in check.
Yeah, cause okay, cool. Just checking.
Is there anything else you wanted to do, Adalaid? I know you're limited, but like,
Do I? I mean, she doesn't see anything that would, like, even outside the cage, that would help take out this collar, right?
everything that's in there is kind of like in the big circle in the center. There's like like cooking stations and stuff like that. So there's like different vegetables and fruits and all that fun stuff. There's like some cutting implements. But with you like pulling on this and like barely even able to get your fingers in there, you'd have a hard time getting a knife in there. It'd be very dangerous. But other than that, you don't really see anything. There's like a bench and stuff like that.
Okay.
If you want to give me
Yeah.
an
And then there's no
intelligence
like
check.
windows. So
No, there's no windows. It's like a full on like large STP type of camp or tent.
that's a 13.
You've seen these collars before. You've seen Ifran use them before. They're usually put on the newer animals to help break them quicker. But it also keeps them in line and allows. It's kind of like a tag, like a cow would have a tag. It's kind of what these are.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all you really know about them. Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing? Anything else specific, or are we headed over to your friends?
We're walking fast and we're homebound.
As we walk, Resic will kind of shuffle behind and come up towards Zurag, reach into the bag of holding, and pull out something that's been in here for a good long time. It is a helm that is a wolf skull on it. We got it from Jesus. Many moons. I think it was the same place you got
Jesus
your.
doesn't exist in this game.
It was a good person to get it from, though.
Yeah. The same place that Zureg got his sword that you hate so much. It was like on the
I
war
love it.
chief. It's like, oh, this seems a little more your speed than mine, so I've had this for a while. It's from your people, though, so hopefully it brings you more luck.
Thanks. I don't even remember what that was.
It's just a wolf skull helm. We protected it was like a little, was it like halfling settlement where a bunch of refugees were hiding.
Yeah.
And beat the war chief who was there. That's where you got the sword. I got a helm with this part of the spine still attached to the back of this wolf skull. It's like braid coming down the back of your head that's just a spine.
Yep.
So.
Is it anything in particular, or is it just a
adornment?
Aesthetic thing.
Adornment.
Just looks cool.
Combine it with his talisman of antlers.
That'd be cool. Antlered wolf skull.
Can't walk through doors.
Like a fucking Wendigo.
Yeah, or like a Vicar Amelia from Bloodborne. She was like a reindeer gone to hell.
The game's so good.
That's so fucking good.
Merc will look down, look at Zerag and go, "Do you want to hobble in or be carried in?"
I'd rather not be carried. If I could just use his shoulder. Like I said, he does not enjoy this
Now
whatsoever.
introducing Mr. and Mrs. Merc.
No, that's only if it's walking over the threshold of your own home.
He would be very reluctant for you to carry him. If he could hobble, he is just using you as like a crutch.
Okay, let's have you limp in, buddy.
Okay. So you guys make your way over a little slowly this morning. But you make your way over to the encampment. And as you get up to the outskirts of it, you're stopped by the lizard folk guards. What do you want?
Your boss sent us to come here in the morning. Sent for us to come here in the morning.
You'll have to leave your weapons here. All of them. You cut off your hands, wizard.
Millie just very, like, proudly pulls out this, like, pathetic little dagger and places it down. It's, like, more decorative than anything. And she's just like, look what I got.
Do you all deposit your weapons?
I guess, do they want my my channeling thing?
No. Just the weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even know
hands
if
over the
Zerag would
gavel.
be able to carry his axe at the moment.
Probably would have just shoved it in the bag of holding.
Alright, well you guys leave your weapons there at the front and you are escorted in. Everybody is awake and everybody is looking at you as they go about their morning routine. And there are growls from a number of lizard folk and from the cages that they tend to as you walk by. But eventually you make your way to the large tent in the center. And the lizard folk leading you is like, wait here. And he goes inside. After a moment, he comes out, opens the flap up, and steps inside and awaits your entry.
Does Merc's bad mood carry over to this day? He very sarcastically looks at the lizard folk and goes, wait here, as he walks in.
Well, as you walk in, you guys see a familiar sight. You have been here before. The fire is being tended to by a woman lizard folk who's just kind of getting everything tidied. And as you guys enter, she looks up at Ifran, who kind of gives her "you're dismissed" look, and she picks up her dress and walks out past you guys. On either side of the room, sitting at the table, or tossing scraps up to the raptors that sit between them, you see these lizard folk beast tamers sitting at the long tables inside this hut eating. There's a total of 4 of each of them, 4 beast tamers and 4 raptors. 2 of them sit at the other side of the large chair that is Ifran's seat, of which he currently sits there. What is the order? You guys walk in.
I guess Merc's Durag. And then
Thrasig will be in the back, just
Millie will be in the middle.
staring silent hate at every walking organism in this fucking tent, besides us.
So you guys come in, and as Merc and Zurag are the first to enter, you see Ifran cocks like a curious eyebrow as he sees Zurag walk in to this tent. As you guys come in, you see in the corner, close to the where Ifran sits, is the cage where Adalaid is. As you guys come in, do you approach his seat? Do you stand there at the entrance? I will put you guys over.
Merc's gonna do what he did last time, which is get somewhat close, but get to a bench nearby to deposit Zurag and himself.
Yes, I'll just going wherever he's going.
Millie will follow behind them.
As you get close to this
Say
area
good
where
morning.
this raptor's standing, and like growls and clicks its teeth at you and chitters as it like throws back a haunch of meat. You say good morning?
Very pleasantly. Millie is on like, I am meeting royalty kind of best
Yeah.
behavior. Like, does a little curtsy, the whole shebang.
He's got his like his finger. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, in quite the opposite, Resig just sort of finds a bench near the cage Adalaid's kept in, and just almost like the most disrespectful, lazy, slouching sit in the presence of a douche.
He looks over at you, Millie, as you say good morning in a pleasant tone. Good morning to you. This is quite a surprise. Was this your handiwork?
Yep. I put everything I had into it.
Very impressive.
I feel like, you did say that you would kill him. But you didn't say you had to kill him a second time, right?
No.
She's trying to make a very like gentle joke about it, but like also not be offensive.
He kind of just smirks a bit at it, and he says, "I see no reason to kill him a second time. But it is quite a feat of healing to see someone raised from the dead. That is a very valuable skill you possess."
Thank you. I put a lot of time and effort into my healing magic. It's kind of a point of pride.
I understand a thing about pride. With this healing you possess, you could be quite a powerful and influential being.
I never really thought of it that way, but thank you.
As for you, my half-orc friend, what is it like to journey to the other side and return?
It's a pretty wild ride. Everything felt like a dream. Can't say I want to do it again.
There are members of my tribe, ancients, although they may be, who used to practice a ritual that would allow them to do what you have done. They called it euphoric. It almost lusted after the feeling once they took part of the ritual. Would you say you would have no part of it again? Did you not learn anything enlightening?
He's gonna think. No. I definitely had the chance to think about certain aspects of my life.
Well, it looks like you have a new lease to try and address those things. Now, I'm sure your dragonborn friend here has informed you of the task I have asked you all to do. In order to release your friend, I need the egg of the Sun Tyrant, a powerful ancient dinosaur that once existed many, many years ago. I wish to bring back its species through the cultivating of its egg.
If I may ask, where would we find something like this?
It's not so much as where, but when.
Amelia's gonna like kind of like time magic?
Yes,
She'll just kind of like start nodding her head in like deep thought, trying to like figure out like all the mechanics behind that.
do not stress your brain. We have found powerful ritualistic magics that transport one's group to the ancient times where the Sun Tyrant ruled. We know the location of this portal. We would send you back. You will collect the egg for me and meet the elder of my ancient tribe, who will open the portal for you to send you back. Once I have the egg, Adalaid will be free to go. No stipulations or conditions.
Would we have something that would show your ancient tribe's leaders that we were affiliated with you or the tribe?
You will be branded with my tribe's insignia. It will not guarantee you safe passages, as many enemy tribes have existed and still do. But if you are to run into any of my tribe members, they would at least be willing to hear you out before they devoured you.
I'll pass on getting branded.
It is the only way you could possibly hope for some sort of safety. If you wish
One
to
of us
pass
was
upon
branded. Would it work?
it, no. That is not the way things work. Fine.
Maybe I'll just kind of glare at you for a second, but like pleasantly. Like you know what she's thinking, but she's trying to put on a face to make it so like no one else understands.
I'll be quiet.
I also have to ask, we're not going to, like, step on a butterfly and cause, I don't know, Karsus to have succeeded in his madness or something, right?
I have no care for what happens. I simply want my egg. That is all you need to focus on.
I was told I wasn't
Religion
allowed to
check.
talk.
You can talk, you just can't be mean.
He can't do that.
Questions. Several.
Following the words of Thumper. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Resic didn't get that lesson. So let me get this straight. We meet some old geezer. They send us back in time through magic that apparently only your tribe knows how to use. And then is the old geezer coming with us to bring us back here? How do we come back to now?
You will meet an elder of my tribe, an elder of which you will hold high respect for. I will cut your fucking tongue out if you say another word.
Okay.
Maybe will kind of like just gently interject that like time magic isn't exclusive to his tribe, but it is very complex and it is very specialized, so not everyone is familiar with how to use it.
The knowledge of the portal belongs to my people and my people alone. You will be sent to my tribe, back home in Cholt. You will meet the elder, where you will speak respectfully to them, and they will guide you to the portal and enact the sacred rite to open it. Then, once you are sent through the portal, you will find the egg and locate the elder. In that time, they will know the sacred art to send you back.
It's the same elder?
Different elder.
Damn, he old.
Different elder.
Maybe will kind of just be like, it sounds like honestly quite the experience.
I have one more question.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, this is a valid
Do you
question.
take the job or not?
I
Do
mean,
you take the job or not?
question.
No.
Okay.
The only questions being asked are from me. Are you taking the job? Yes or no? If not, get the fuck out of my tent. And he looks right at you, Resty, because the last thing you said to him was get the fuck out of our town.
I would like, if I can, while this is going on, Merc is sitting here going, "Are we going to get smoked for fucking with time? Like, is an angel gonna show up and just be
Yes.
like, "Sorry, motherfuckers, you fucked up"?
Yes.
You don't know, dude.
So, this is apparently I'm not allowed to speak anymore, but this is player me. How are we?
I'll let your player use the question.
How are we, bunch of fuck ups, with the only experience we had with dinosaurs being fucking eaten by them or watching one of our party members turn into them? How are we supposed to find fucking and know which egg it is? It could be just, if it's ancient times, we run into a big ass dinosaur and be like, yep, that must be the one. Take that one's
If
eggs.
you run into a big ass dinosaur that looks like he contains the power of the sun, that's probably the dinosaur you're looking for.
Yeah. We don't know shit about tracking dinosaurs. Somebody
You
does.
don't. This is going to be difficult.
Yeah, this is gonna suck.
This is
Adelaide's
sounds-
coming
not-
with us, though, right?
That was going to be my question.
Yeah.
Adelaide,
Because we need a tracker
Well,
of dinosaurs.
He told Merc that yesterday. Merc did relay that to the group that Adelaide was most likely coming with us.
Well, he keeps saying, when you bring back the egg, Adelaide will go free. And I'm like, well, she's currently in a cage. So my brain says she stays in the cage till we come back. And that was why
yeah, you guys
dumb Resic needs
no, you got to wheel her
clarification.
around.
Yeah, take the cage.
You got to wheel
That
her
was
around the
the
cage.
Also, is she going to have a
No,
fucking
she's-
collar on during this whole thing?
Yep, so she can't.
So she's
wild shape.
fucking useless in a fight?
No. We haven't got there yet, but no.
Millie will ask, like not disrespecting what he is asking, but she'd be like, oh shoot, I lost my train of thought. Okay, would we have a day to prepare, or would we be accepted to go and grab some of our gear to assist us in this matter, and then take the job, obviously, so that we can try to amend the friendship between our people and our respective parties. Also, is there any ancient script of some sort that might give us some indication of what we're looking for in a more fundamental basis, like an ancient drawing or a description of this dinosaur of legend? So she's implying that we're going to take the job, but she's giving follow-up information would be needed.
So your friend sits there. Give me a persuasion check. And while you're rolling that, he's like, the lore of... You can use the sword or an order die. It's like, the lore of the Sun Tyrant is heavily guarded by my people, and it has been for centuries.
Oh.
Perhaps an elder would impart upon you some wisdom, but I highly doubt it. And with that, he's like, no. What you have, I'm sure, will suffice. You can make do with what you find in the jungle. Survive with what you can carry, like the tribes of old. You know something about that, don't you, Zorag?
Yes.
As for Adalaid's condition, do not think this to be a leisure walk in the park. Something that you can just walk away from and try to escape. If you try to escape the Elder or my tribe, they will be able to hunt you down, and they will do so mercilessly. If you try anything once you enter the portal, well, I doubt even a dwarf can live for centuries. So your best bet is to play it cool and act like you understand the situation. Do the job, and the price is paid, and we can part ways, never to do business again. It's quite a deal, if I do say so myself, considering the alternatives.
With the time magic, would we enter back into this time at the same time we left, or would there be a gap in between?
Only time will tell.
There's a large group of people that are going to be meeting us in this in this town, and if we're not here when they show up, that could be potentially problematic for everyone involved. Would we be allowed to leave something to indicate that we will be back and that there should be no worries if there is the gap in time?
If you wish to leave some missive stating what's going on here, that would be fine. I could pass on the message. I wouldn't care.
He already came across my people at one point.
Right. We just don't want them to come in and like think you guys killed us, and then you're in a bad, like their tribe gets retaliation to your guys's. We don't want any problem.
We have spoken with this tribe. I do not think they want any problems either.
They don't have a problem
They are
with you.
they are strong. Right. Therefore, we have no problem with them. If they show up, we will offer them hospitality. We have no quarrel with them.
I don't think Marcus said
No.
anything this entire conversation. I think he might actually be eating. Just turned around at the table, was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, you
Chris
like
just
grab
told
like
to shut
a
up. He's
chicken leg and
definitely
shit like that,
Yeah.
and like the guys sitting across from you, Merc, are just like, is this guy for real? Like they're looking at each other and then looking at you as you just like one of them's reaching for a leg on the turkey and you snatch it and grab it. And he's just like, is this guy fucking for real?
I would just like to say, out of character, the level of BS it takes for me to roll a nat 1 and still get a 14.
Yeah.
Merc will ask his first and only question of this whole thing. He'll go, dear friend, I have one question. Some of us get our magic from divine sources. Bane's like 300 years old.
What is your point?
Am I gonna be depowered in this prehistoric era? Creates a problem, you know?
Why would I know that? You're acting like I'm the arbiter of this world and that I control the things that happen from the outside. Like a third party.
A benevolent.
That's a really good point, Ifran. I'm actually sorry. I take that back. This isn't your fault.
as
I do
Resig
not
is
feel
sitting
like-
there shoving food in his face, he's just like hand raised, just eating whatever's on the table behind him.
Also, long story short, yes, we take your job. We're gonna leave a missive. Oh man. Something that isn't fucking venison.
He looks over at you, Restig. What?
Well, just confused by your answer because you said you don't know about powers on the other side of the gate, but your people protect the gate or in control of the gate, so you don't know, but you know that your grandpappy, old ancestor, can bring us back, but you don't know if we can actually do anything while we're back there. You see my confusion?
I don't care. I don't care what happens to you once you walk through that gate until you come back here with my egg. You are completely out of sight, out of mind to me. You can go in there and get eaten for all I care, and I hope you do.
That seems to be the popular sentiment. But at least I didn't punch you in your hemipene. But
Merc is gonna go, look over and go, I thought we were friends.
I didn't say I'm not friends. Hey, friends should be able to take the truth from one another. I didn't say I'm not gonna take the job and help out to bring this egg back because you have our friend. We need her freedom.
Well,
We'll do this. But I'm definitely not getting branded. You can kiss every part of my ass if you think that's gonna happen.
that is fine. Again, I could care less. Don't take the brand. It's the only thing that can offer you possible safety. But, hey, you seem like you're ready to die.
Or ready
A
to
word
just kill
of
some
warning. Yeah. Well, good luck. You're brash and arrogant,
Thank you.
and that's going to get your throat slit and your friends killed. He snaps his fingers, and one of the guys gets up and goes over to the cell where Adalaid is, opens it up, grabs her by the front of her cloak, and just like in one motion tosses her over to you. You have 1 hour to gather whatever you need, and then we are leaving.
Really, will I ask, to what direction are we going? Our destination, or is it just follow me and we will go?
We have a far journey ahead of us. Be back here in an hour.
If memory serves, the only road leading into Nonar's hold goes through Calling Horns. So, assuming we're taking a
I
road.
think so. Oh, we're going. We don't need roads.
Get out of my tent.
Merc grabs a couple baked potatoes
take
and
my collar
puts them
off?
in a pocket.
No, the collar has stayed on.
Is she even coming with us to the keep? Or is she
You have
staying?
1 hour. You can take her with you.
Merc can need anything in the keep. Merc stays. There's food here.
He tells you to get out of his
Oh,
tent.
son of a bitch! Fine, take the baked potato.
The other lizard folk like reaches over and like crushes it in your hand, so it's just like a smushed potato in your hand.
It's mashed potato now. Even
Yes,
better.
Merc, like reaches over, grabs a pat of butter, puts it in it, walks off. It's holding a handful of mashed potatoes now.
So go take her time getting up, finishing the food she's got, and be the last one out again. Well, I'm assuming we get our weapons back once we leave.
Yep.
Well, you're such an asshole. I just had questions. I wasn't trying to be mean. I started it.
Merc will go, well, I mean, time magic does seem like some kind of bullshit. That if you just under-explain it and just say it all kind of works, then nothing bad will come from it.
Yeah, how much bullshit is it that his people watch this fucking portal and none of them know what happens on the other side? Whether they can use magic, or whether they can get in.
Because the other side's then, isn't it?
Exactly. You tell me nobody from his tribe now went back there to test things out?
I mean, the way I'm thinking is we're more or less just going to, like, either explode when we hit this portal, and it isn't our problem anymore, or, like, some divine agent is going to show up to smite us because we're fucking with time.
I'd rather not blow up, so I'll take the latter, if possible. At least we live for a little longer.
I mean, that's reasonable. We could at least plead our case with a divine agent. Millie might be spared.
Miller just kind of shrugs. Just because I'm favored doesn't necessarily mean I'm safe.
Yeah.
I mean, what about you, Merc?
Oh, I'm absolutely not happy with going back in time to a time before my god even existed. That's absolutely going to have some kind of effect on me. Probably not a pleasant one. Honestly, what's even worse is I'm going back as a dragonborn. We only, like, as a race appeared here like 50 years ago. In one specific city, not near Chult.
Well, I don't think I have.
Maybe he'll come back as a your normal dwarven self.
That would be pleasant.
That'd be interesting. Well, you might not be free of him yet, but at least you're out of the cage, Adalaid. Sorry we couldn't do more. Take his head.
You've done enough. You shouldn't have come back for me. You should have just let me go.
I would like to really stress
This
that
is all my doing.
maybe we should have talked that through more with our words before you left.
I knew you wouldn't let me go even if we talked about it. That's why I just left. This is all my doing.
Yes, but
I have to face the consequences.
maybe he would have just given us this task earlier.
You didn't have to make this deal with him. He's not
Merc
the
will
kind of
hesitate
person.
with it.
You didn't have to take this job. It sounds very dangerous, and I don't want to put any of my friends' lives in danger again.
Want to say out of character? I hate
Just
it.
let him have me, and you guys. No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying out of character. I hate it because Chugman's like, oh yeah, no, save every party member. Merc is an asshole. So like, I'm like, Merc's like would be super tempted to tell somebody if they're like, yeah, just let them take me. Be like, well, we could avoid this mission. We don't have to do this. How much you gonna roll for that? If anybody else wants to talk to that,
I was gonna ask if do we even have anything that we're gonna collect up in an hour? Or are we pretty much geared for war? Because I know
I guess
Ressig would be loaded up before they even came out.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the.
Would Adelaide know anything about this dinosaur thing?
Maybe. Give me a history check.
I could do something fancy.
how long would it take Jeeves to get back?
From where?
You'd probably be back by now. It's just like not
To
even
go
across
pick up
town.
their stuff, what they wanted him to get.
That's a 13.
Or no, he was dropping the pelt off. Sorry.
Yeah. A 13. No, you don't. You've not heard anything about this dinosaur.
Okay.
He's gonna go to the like the game guy and ask him if he's got any like pig skin,
The game guy.
like the one that processes the
Tanner?
meat.
Welcome,
Tanner.
welcome to GameStop.
You have any pig skin?
Do I got any pig skin? See here.
Sabolba.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I got some pig skin right here.
How much?
2 pigs.
Like I just need the skin. So like ideally, past dead pigs. You just need some skin.
Oh, in that case, I have one pig skin. I've sewed it up to look like I've sewed it up into this oval-like shape with laces. You can throw it. Now you can get pigskin for like the silver.
Okay, she'll hand over the silver. I'm intending to make like a fake armband thing that will get branded instead of having her get branded.
All right, I like
and
it.
then do the same thing for everybody else in the party. That way, because Ressig is gonna fight at nail and tooth, so we can just get a fake brand on something that we can wear.
Merc will look down at his arms and go, "Do you have any crocodile skin of the black variety?"
Crocodile? Oh, yeah, we got no crocodiles right here.
Do you have any reptiles
Probably
of
ain't
any
working
kind?
for me either.
Hey, you can turn stuff green. Not that hard.
You guys are gonna get murdered.
I
Hey,
mean,
pigskin works for
technically-
Millie and for Essig.
Technically, didn't we kill 2 of those bigger raptors?
Yep.
We get
Mhm.
some of that skin. If their bodies were still there.
Sure they would be.
But they were feathered though. They weren't then colorful.
Well, technically speaking, they would have had the scales and the feathers, so we just have to
That's
remove
true.
the feathers.
We have an hour.
Yeah, there ain't time for this. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hey, if Essig wants to cut off a limb from one of those things, I can get going on it real quick.
Oh my god.
It's called crafting.
It's like I'll take a limb and a head. And just like make a pauldron.
You guys are gonna be like, yeah, give me the brand right here on this specific spot. Yep, right here. And they're gonna be like, give us your tongue, please.
How long of a time would it take for Adelaide to do something with her bone?
If you want to do that ritual, it's gonna be a little bit longer than an hour.
Can we do it in the past?
Come on.
If you want to take your bones and bring them to the past with you, I'll allow that.
Mostly empty
Pick up the
bag of
bones.
holding.
Quick, Adelaide.
Yep.
We have 2 bags of holding, so technically speaking, we can shove a lot in between the 2 of them.
Yeah. But
Well, I will happily take the 2 bags. Does it need both the bags to put all the bones in it? It's 1,000 bones, right? Yeah.
A lot of bones.
Can
Some of
I
them are really heavy.
get one of the whole bags of holdings? Huh?
Yeah, it's gonna take up. I'm gonna say if you're bringing all your bones, I'm gonna say it's taking up both bags of holding.
not much other than
Thoracic
food
scout.
and
Well,
like
I don't remember it was me or Zurich that had the other one.
I think it was you.
It was me. Oh, we had one front line, one back line bag.
Yeah.
I'll let her put the bones in there.
And if Millie was planning on sharing her pigskin plan while we were walking out of the camp, Resic would go ahead and get her a scaly bit of meat.
I would have said something as we were walking, and I'm like, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
get some pigskin. We're gonna. I'm not. I don't want to get branded. I have no idea how this would affect us in other places.
Yeah.
She's like, I have people to see and things to do.
I'll get you a slab of meat and I'll take a head. And also bring that to the tanner.
You find some green dye, grass stains, whatever works. Millie's like, I've got suck up.
Grass stain on pigskin, like just polishing it
He's
in
just
the
gonna
grass.
see rubbing it into the green. I'll be like, we'll get something there. It'll be fine.
I just want to be clear.
And the
everybody.
actual, yeah.
Merc will say during this planning phase, what really got us in a lot of shit with this man, and I mean a lot of shit, Zurek died, was
I'm
that
not
we
gonna
lied to him.
suggest lying.
You're just
I'm
gonna
just
tell him
going
like, hey, can we use these bands and try to cheat your ancestors? We're gonna lie to your ancestors. Is what
It's
we're
gonna
do.
be
We'll tell
something
them.
that we're gonna wear that's gonna look similar enough to an actual branding. I mean, we're still getting the brand, just something we wear. We can ask. It's not gonna be like a hey, let's trick people.
Just go find an animal and ask. He's probably watching us right now. If the cat nods at you, then yeah.
Well, the cat's
Go for
dead.
I'm saying go find a cat.
Whatever animal is nearby, is this acceptable? Just be talking at like a random goat, and it's just like meh.
I don't know.
It just says, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a fucking goat. So, any actual planning you guys would like to do with this hour of time you have?
I'm going to the general store too. See what all they got. Can't remember.
I want to get
General
every
store
book.
has your basic adventuring stuff. So whatever you find in the player's handbook under basic adventuring gear, is what you can find here.
I want every historical book we have. I'm going to bring it to the path and just throw it around.
Listen, I do not have the mental capacity to do time shits. So stop worrying about it.
We're going to fuck up the timeline.
Look, not thinking about theoretical time travel physics.
Yeah,
Just
All right.
I'm not
I'll
gonna
pick up
worry
an
about you guys kicking over a mound of shit and it just steamrolling an entire city in the future.
I'll pick
okay.
up a few extra days rations, water skin, and then some kindling basically to start a fire in case we need it.
We have some rope. Do
And
we want
then that-
more rope?
I'll probably get some more rope.
We buy out the general store, I think, is honestly. We should go in with as much supplies as we can.
And I'm
Well,
gonna
it's really, I really need to know, like, you guys need to really take what you're gonna, like,
Yeah.
write down what you're gonna have, because it's gonna matter. You guys are going back in time.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're pretty
hold
much
on.
I mean-
like you said, we're gonna buy out the general store for the most part.
Okay, so
That book that I
sorry.
like
How many
stuff
days?
and
Sorry, the delay is kicking my ass. So I have a lot of the like adventure gear stuff in the bag of holding already. Just tell me quantities that you want to get for everyone, and I'll keep track of it on my sheet since I already got some of the stuff there.
All right, if Adalaid is bringing all of her bones, that is taking up every spot.
No, I'm
your
just
bags of
for
holding.
the
we can
numbers.
probably pick up some bones when we're in the past. We can leave out some, I would say.
The main thing I'm using the bag like right now in the inventory is just how many of these items do we have a quantity of. That's what I'm doing. So if you just tell me how many, if everyone wants to say we want flasks of oil, how many? We want rations, how many days worth?
You've already got those. So, yeah, I get you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how many do we want to get for the party?
Yeah.
And I'll keep track of that.
And there might not be enough for everybody to have something. Like it's a small little town. It's not picked up. So
yeah. So anyone thoughts?
but
Atalaid's gonna bring a bone.
I mean, we can also handle that kind of off air. You guys can tell
Okay.
me that way.
Yeah.
I can say for sure what we do and do not have.
Okay.
So y'all just collectively come up with a list there. Like I said, from the adventuring gear list.
Do you want to just say we shop for 30 minutes?
Yeah,
For the
that's
sake of
fine.
just we had time spent.
Yeah, we shop and get the skin stuff just so we can ask.
Yeah, I mean, so with so Restig had already had their crag cat thing started before you guys went to meet. That didn't take incredibly too long. So I'll say you can have that, but doing anything else with like the raptors, like cutting stuff off to get made, that's going to take a little bit, and that would probably eat up most of your other time as well, because it takes some time to cut into flesh and all that.
And Zurag writes a little letter explaining, hey, don't kill these people.
We all
We're on
sign
a
it.
trip. Yeah.
We obviously would explain the situation to Jeeves to an extent. Be like, we're gonna be gone for a while. Keep the keep up. That means cleaning. That means bathing. That means general maintenance. You know, things of that nature, and probably pick up some stuff from the inn, like a couple bottles of alcohol.
And tell them if the Uthgard showed up, they're allowed to stay in the keep.
Yep, actually it's
if they
encouraged,
choose.
but make sure that everyone is aware of the cubes room, and to let no one in there.
All right. Anything else?
We had also informed the town's leaders that we were going to be stepping out and to watch the town.
You are the town's leaders.
I meant like the not the leaders, but like the shop owners.
The prominent,
Like, the
people.
prominent,
prominent
you know, like the
figures that we
thing
met
that we
with.
made. Yeah, like the people that were like, hey, you're gonna help us like take care of the town. So like the shop owners, like, hey, we're gonna be stepping out for a bit. You
We're
guys
going
are-
on a hunt.
We're going on a hunt. You guys are somewhat in charge.
Radio, we'll make sure it's locked up tight.
And no gambling.
What? Can't hear you from way over there.
No gambling. Don't let the people lose their money with this crook in town.
Still can't hear you. It's connection's really bad. Goodbye.
Testing, hello.
No, I'm
He's
talking
fucking
about.
Oh,
I mean the NPCs. Like, oh what? No, we can't hear this.
Merc has like 3 backpacks.
3 backpacks.
Yeah, he's just like grabbing bags and just like, yep, we need this, we need this, we need this.
We're gonna show up just like covered in like backpack on the front, backpack on the back, slinging both over each side.
Bluebard the Fourth will be summoned.
are we gonna
We are
see
at
what
4
it
already.
actually
Holy
is?
fuck!
This
It's
is actually-
another Drake. This one's a white one.
You should
named
just roll a
Bluey.
die and assign it each one of them a color, and then like roll it and just have a random color that pops up every time. This one's eyes are actually blue. How about that?
1d5. We go strongest to weakest on the chromatics. 3. That's like so that's a black. So it's a black Drake named Bluey.
Like straight named Bluey.
They're all named Bluey. Every last one. Doesn't matter the color of the Drake. Merc looks it in the eyes and goes, "You're Bluey now." I'm not Bluey. That's what the last Bluey said.
Man, my name ain't Bluey. It's Seymour. God damn it.
Man, I ain't even
Bluey the
blue.
Fourth was loaded up with bags, saddlebags, with backpacks attached to the saddlebags.
Million like a passing thought to everybody like, if we took a chicken back with us, think it turned into a dinosaur?
What?
Tell us this is going to be a huge mistake.
Guess who?
I thought we were
started it
just
all?
going to Jolt.
You had to say ancient dead thing, and like, okay, we're going back in time. Going fuck up the dinosaurs.
We're getting in a blue box and we're teleporting through time, is what I heard.
You gotta get in a coffin. And ride down a waterfall of blood.
Adelaide's
Hell yeah.
backstory said dinosaurs, and Vader said, "Fuck yeah, we're going all the way back."
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. She said, "Here's some dinosaurs," and I said, "Thank you very much for this gift
And this curse.
and this curse."
Look,
Hurt.
Vader, there's this one fight I want to have. There's another guy who went back in time. He time traveled back. There's just an old man with a cane. He's here to collect dinosaurs for his park in the future. Okay? I want to fight George Hammond, damn it. Just let me do
The
it.
little amber encased mosquito
Yeah.
on the end of the cane.
George Hammond was actually a lich, okay, guys?
I got you. So you guys gather your belongings, make your way back to Ifran's encampment. This time you're not even brought in. You are met by a druid, a lizard folk druid. She is adorned with all types of druidic insignias and effigies that hang around her. They look ancient and old. There's a lot of like dinosaur bones and teeth and claws that dangle around her that clink together as she moves. She doesn't say a word to you guys. She walks out of town and up to a rather large tree where she places her clawed hand on the bark and she utters some words. While some of them are, while all of it is indecipherable to you guys, only some of it is indecipherable to, or indistinguishable to Adalaid. But there's like a mixture of druidic with an even older language that you don't understand. And as she incites this, magic begins to flow from her hands and into the tree. And as she drags her singular claw down the center of the bark, it begins to crack and glow with green light as it begins to stretch and open into a doorway. She steps back and urges you quickly to run forward.
Run forward.
Going.
9 and 3/4. Let's go.
Okay. You rush right in, and as a green light
Well, Adley's
envelops you-
gonna.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have a delay. Go ahead.
Sorry. Adley's gonna take this collar off of me. I didn't think he'd take it off.
No. But there is like a moment where she touches it, and you feel like it kind of lessens up a little. So for mechanics purposes, you will be able to function as normal. But if you try to take it off, it's gonna fuck you up. And if you try to run away, they're gonna know where you are.
So run through the tree.
Okay? As you guys all run through the tree in quick succession, you are bathed in this green light, and it overtakes you, almost blinds you a bit, and you have to like squint as you emerge. And as you do so, you no longer feel the cold winter air around you, but you feel a hot sun radiating down upon you. Humid air immediately feels heavy on your clothing and on your armor. And as you look around, you know that you are no longer in the Nonar's hold or even close to there. But as you look around Adalaid, you see the familiar jungles of Cholt. And that's where we will end tonight's session.
Are we back in time or just teleported?
We
Just teleported right now.
We tree stratted.
Transport via plants.
Mm.
Tree strike is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tree Stride is just like in the immediate area.
It's like Misty Step through a tree.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
it was
range is
confusing.
Yeah. Higher level magic here. Well, you guys are now in Cholt. You gotta meet the elders of Ifran Talro's tribe and hope that they like you enough to send you back into the age of the Sun Tyrant.
It's about
Yeah.
that romantic.
I guess a
Kinda just skipped that
gag
part.
will be necessary at some point, because
Yeah, you might
Re-
want to just kill Restig.
he's dead. Stuff him in a bag of holding and come back to that problem later. She.
Yeah, whenever you guys exit out of town, you can bring her back.
Hey,
Hold your breath.
she ain't
Yeah.
Into the
happy
bag.
in any way. She is not happy about this situation.
Well, the situation has only begun to unravel a little bit. Oh Jesus, the dogs are even frightened. But we will see what happens next time on Storm King's Thunder. And hopefully, without barring any travesty or completely just disastrous situations, we'll see you guys go through the portal into the realm of the Sun Tyrant, where I guarantee somebody's gonna die.
It seems like anytime Resic opens their mouth as of late, disaster seems to follow. So
Yeah, it's like a reoccurring thing that you think maybe would be learned from at some point.
hey, they're not happy with the situation and still highly confused about a lot.
I blue screened that time travel. I was like, we're gonna like, and then Vader eventually just had to be like, time. It won't fucking matter. And I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, I'm sitting here, I'm like Chugman knows that like there are like entities in Faerun that will fuck you up if you fuck with time. They will show up and just RKO you and leave.
You have so much more other shit to worry about
Yeah,
than somebody coming around fucking with you because you're fucking with time.
Elminster shows up, nukes us, and leaves. These things happen. So I was like, oh shit, and Vader had to go, I won't kill you with the mechanic for fun. Okay. Oh, we're fine.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
going on the camping trip.
The time travel is not gonna kill you. What you guys do in between the time travel and coming back is what you have to worry about.
Oh
And I
yeah,
say
getting eaten by
worry
a
about
dinosaur I
because
was
I'm
expecting.
worried. Like, let's not get branded, and then let's just be fucking complete assholes to the fucking.
Well, Resig wasn't gonna get branded one way or the other. I was trying to come up with solutions.
I mean, Zareg was probably fine with it.
we got a bot that needs to be destroyed.
Smite.
We
Smite
signing
the
off
bot.
then? Before we do
Yeah,
this?
yeah. Let's
Yeah, eventually.
let's sign off. Yeah. So yeah, we'll find out what happens next time. Thank everybody for watching. For Disorderly Decisions, I am Vader the Mad. Wahahaha. Go and go go into
Fuck
the
was
night
that?
and I don't know. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Remember, zip it up and zip it out. Goodbye.
What?
Bye.
All right. I guess that's where we'll end.